Tom here with Imagine Form, and today we're going to talk about some paint problems and what to do about them and possibly how to avoid them. I got a couple parts painted up with dark color. Hopefully we can see it in the clear. I'm going to be spraying Euro Clear. It's a two-part high solids clear. We're going to be going over what to do if you get a hair in the part, drips, heaves, and contamination.
All right, let's get started here. First thing we're going to do is lay down some clear coat, and we're going to see some nasty texture here. This is called orange peel. There's all sorts of causes for this, but in this particular case, this is too light of paint. This is an easy fix, and it's just adding another light coat of paint over this, and that'll smooth that right out as long as the paint is still wet. All right, next up is a hair. This happens more often than you'd think. If you locate it, pick it out with a sharp X-Acto knife. I love having an X-Acto knife in the paint booth. It saves all sorts of trouble. If it's not sharp, this is what will happen, and it will drive you absolutely crazy. This is another example. This is more common. This is just a little fuzzy off of probably your shirt or one of the filters. Here's another one. Again, a very sharp knife. You can pick them right out. Put a little bit of clear over the top where you muck it up, and you're good to go. Now, this may seem like kind of a pain and take some time, but in reality, a couple seconds here can save you quite a few minutes of sanding and buffing. Up next here, we have a big, ugly, nasty drip or a heave. A lot of the times when you get a heave like this, the first thing you're going to want to do is just avoid that area altogether. This is not a good idea. It's always good to put some more clear around it, underneath it. If you get it in time and it's not terrible, if you put a little more clear underneath it, you can actually get it to fade away or drip down to the bottom, even if you're doing a panel. But you want to put more clear on here because if you don't, you're going to have to sand that drip out later, and you want more clear or color, even if it's in color. You want a little more body there to sand against. All right, this next one is contamination. This can happen from grease from your hands, all different things. A lot of times, what you feel like you should do is put a lot more paint on it to try and cover it up. This will always make it worse. Best thing to do is stop. Don't spray anymore in that area. Once it's dry, give it a quick sand and a wipe down with some alcohol or solvent, acetone. And then when you go back to spraying it, do a really light coat, very, very light coat, a couple of them, and then you should be able to go over that heavy. All right, next up here, this is a pinhole that was in the color part that wasn't caught, and you can see it makes this big crater. Um, if you're really careful, you can drag a little paint into that crater. The more clear you put on, the bigger that crater will get. It just won't go in that hole. If you use your knife again, drag a little bit of clear right into that hole, it'll level right out. It'll save you. The pinhole will still be there, but it'll be way less noticeable, and the clear will be covered over that. A little more clear on it, and it'll level it right out.
Well, I hope you found that helpful, and thanks again for watching.